Welcome back to AS Automotive Reviews, your go-to channel for detailed, honest, and passionate automotive content. If you love machines that speak to the soul and stir something deeper with every ride, then you're in for a treat today. This is the Royal Enfield Meteor, a bike that doesn't just ride, it glides. A modern cruiser born from a legacy that dates back over a century. And yet, it feels fresh, connected, and surprisingly refined. Now, let's get into what makes the Meteor a standout in its segment. At first glance, it's clear, this isn't just a motorcycle, it's a statement. The Meteor carries that classic cruiser silhouette, low-slung stance, and teardrop-shaped tank that immediately grabs attention. But look closer, and you'll notice modern touches that elevate the experience. The LED DRL ring around the halogen headlamp, neatly integrated indicators, and a subtle yet premium paint finish. Royal Enfield has blended heritage with modernity in a way that few brands can pull off. Under the tank lies the heart of the Meteor, a 349cc, air-oil-cooled, single-cylinder engine that produces 20.2 bhp and 27 Nm of torque. It might not sound like a rocket on paper, but trust me, this engine has character. It's smooth, torquey, and built for real-world riding. Whether you're cruising through city streets or hitting the highway, the Meteor delivers a calm, controlled, and enjoyable experience. You feel the thump, but it's refined. The vibrations that once defined Royal Enfields have been dialed down significantly, and that's a game-changer for long-distance comfort. One of the biggest wins here is the Tripper Navigation Pod, a small TFT screen powered by Google Maps through the Royal Enfield app. It's clean, functional, and honestly, very useful, especially on a bike that encourages exploration. You get turn-by-turn directions without cluttering the dash, and that adds to the cruiser vibe, minimal, functional, and focused on the ride. The riding ergonomics are spot on. The foot pegs are forward set, the handlebars are wide, and the seat is generously cushioned. You feel like you're sitting in the bike, not on it. The Meteor is built for comfort, and it shows. Even on longer rides, the bike doesn't wear you out. It invites you to keep going. Now let's talk about handling. This bike isn't meant to carve corners like a sports bike, but for a cruiser, it's surprisingly agile. The chassis feels planted, the suspension is well-tuned, telescopic forks at the front, twin shocks at the rear, and the 19-inch front and 17-inch rear wheels offer good stability. Even at higher speeds, it maintains composure. The brakes, disc brakes on both ends with dual-channel ABS, offer decent stopping power, and that adds a layer of confidence on the road. Fuel efficiency sits comfortably around 35 to 40 km/h, depending on your riding style. That's respectable for a bike of this size and build. And with a 15-liter tank, you've got solid range for those weekend getaways. Now let's be honest, the Meteor isn't trying to be the fastest or the most tech-loaded bike out there. What it does, and does exceptionally well, is deliver a relaxed, soulful riding experience. It's about enjoying the journey, soaking in the landscape, and feeling connected to the road. That's something a spec sheet can't measure. Royal Enfield offers the Meteor in multiple variants, Fireball, Stellar, and Supernova, each with slight cosmetic differences and added features like backrests, windshields, and different color schemes. You can pick what suits your personality best, and the customization options are vast. You can truly make the Meteor your own. In a world where bikes are getting sharper, faster, and more aggressive, the Meteor stands out by doing the opposite. It slows things down. It reminds you that riding is not just about speed, it's about the emotion, the connection, and the freedom. To sum it up, the Royal Enfield Meteor isn't just a motorcycle, it's a vibe. It's perfect for riders who crave relaxed cruising with just the right mix of modern tech and old-school charm. If you're considering your first cruiser or upgrading from a commuter to something with more soul, this bike deserves a serious look. That's it for today's review. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Royal Enfield Meteor, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to AS Automotive Reviews. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you choose the Meteor over something like the Honda HNS or Jawa 42? Let's talk. Thanks for watching, and until next time, ride safe, ride free.